So, as one of my favorite YouTubers, Stanley from the Wild North, would say, it's a fucking beautiful day in the north here. So, I figured time to start up the old grill. I'm going to start it with some charcoal, let that cook until it's gray, get all the accelerant off of there. And then I have a log I'm going to sit in there to smolder. And we're going to do some spatchcock chicken, all smoked up. I'm going to let this burn down. We'll get back to you when it's time to cook. So here's my beautiful roasting chicken. And to get this ready for the barbecue, I'm going to spatchcock it so I can lay it flat and smoke it evenly. So to do that, I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to feel for exactly where the center of the backbone is. You can see it there as I press down. And we're going to cut to either side of it. Rib bones a little thicker in some areas than others. And pop right through them with a sharp knife. And I'm going to flip it around. We're going to cut the other side, and I'll show you how we lay it flat. So now I have our backbone removed. You can throw that in a stew pot or something if you want, save for another occasion. And then our chicken, it's basically just backbone removed sitting there. So we're going to flip it back over. And then you want to try and splay out and then push down, and we'll flatten. You also take the legs, turn them out, and take the wings and tuck them back. And so there we have our flattened spatchcock chicken. And you can throw on whatever spices you want. I'm going to throw on my spice blend, and then we'll go get it on the grill to smoke. Okay, so my coals are burnt down. The log just starting to heat up there. Because before I start smoking, I'm going to do a little direct grilling on the top of the chicken. So here's our beautiful spiced up spatchcocked roaster chicken. I'm going to throw it skin side down, right on the heated up grate. Now this is going to speed up the browning process on the top of it, because for the most of the time it's going to cook on the back up on the higher rack. I'll show you that in a minute. So it's been about, I'd say, 4 minutes and rotated halfway in between. So this should be start cooked enough. Yep. Already looking pretty good start cooked, so we're going to move it up to the higher rack. Up here, a little bit past the middle. And then I'm going to take this drip pan, sit it under here, and add a little beer to it. So what's going to happen is it's going to be smoking and heating. It's going to be dripping down in. It's going to be evaporating back up. We'll have the beer smoked spatchcock chicken. So next thing, I'm going to close this up completely. Close my drafts. We're going to wait for it to start billowing smoke. Then we know it's just barely smoldering, and we'll just barely crack it back open.
What are you cooking, Dennis?
Making spatchcock smoked chicken tonight. You can see Smoke billowing out of the grill from everywhere. So we're just gonna crack the top vent, make sure it's pulling the smoke up from the fire, across the chicken, up out the chimney, and then just keep it going. I'm just gonna barely crack this open. You can look down in there, just see a few coals. We just want to keep them going, keep it smoking. This grill comes with the luxury of a thermometer, so what I'm going to try and do is keep it under 350, 300 to 350. Let it smoke slowly, stay tender, and get all that flavor. We'll check back with you in probably 20 minutes when I'll turn it around. So it's been about half an hour of slowly smoking in this configuration. So next thing I'm going to do is just spin the chicken around so that it cooks more evenly. The thighs are the fattiest part, but we want the thick part of the breast to get cooked as well. So I'm going to pull that closer to the flame. I'm going to let it sit here for about another half hour, and we'll come check it again. Okay, it's been about another 20 minutes. I can see a nice smoke color going everywhere. So at this point, I'm going to move a grate over. We'll keep our drip pan under the chicken, but this empty grate over the coals. We have pre-cooked or just steamed some broccoli florets and some butter and garlic, a little salt, and we're going to grill these up to go with our chicken. So we're going to actually let them get a little color on either side. I'm going to move them up to the higher rack. We'll let them smoke a little while the chicken's finishing. And then also while I'm doing that, I'm going to take the chicken, put it back on the skin side a little bit, inching a little bit closer as the fire is dying down. And we're going to give the draft a little more, keep the temperature up where we want it, right around 250, 300. I'll check back in with you after the broccoli is ready to move up. Alright, so we got our broccoli pretty much browned on at least one side, 1.5 sides. I'm going to move it up to the upper rack here. Can't tell, there's a little bit of butter in that broccoli. So we'll move it up there to smoke. Now let's get a little char on it. And we're gonna spin this chicken around so that it's cooking on the thigh side again, the thicker side. It's got about 2 more flips to go before she's done. It takes time to smoke things, alright? Okay, we're going to damp down these flames again and get her smoking at a low temperature, and we'll show you the next flip. Okay, so our chicken's been cooking for about another half hour. It's looking pretty good. Broccoli's looking pretty smoked and brown. So I'm going to scoop this all up and bring it upstairs in the better light. We'll give you a good look. Okay, so here it is in some good light. Chicken's all smoky and done. And we're going to serve it up. Thanks for watching.